Why, hello, everybody. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, on this Felon Friday, July 25th. It is 115 degrees in the fucking shade in New York City today. My cooling thoughts go out to all those who are melting in this heat wave. I am here, hopefully, to provide you with, let's say, some iced tea. It's not cold tea, it's hot tea, but who wants to sip hot tea on a hot day? So I am bringing you a big glass of sweet iced tea, if that's your thing. So I'm coming to you today with my Felon Friday edition of Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Love During Lockup, Word on the Street. Curtis King, the dude who was knocked out by Kevin, was convicted and sentenced, and Cam is off parole. Let's hop right into this. First off, have I mentioned lately that I cannot wait for August 1st to come? And for you lucky guys, actually for the lucky members of my membership, August 1st has come early. Oh, yes, it has. WeTV sent me some episodes to review, to, take a looky look before the season began. And I have to confess, I've watched all five. So I basically ruined half of the season for myself, but I'm not going to do that for you guys. If you are a part of my membership, my recap for episode one is already up. I'm going to do my recap for episode two this weekend, and then I'm going to lay off. And I'm going to actually let the episodes play on TV. But then what I'm going to do is I will release my recap earlier in the week to my members and then on the regular day to you guys. So if you happen to be part of my membership, please go check it out. The recap for episode one is up. Now I'm going to drop some spoilers. So if you don't want to know what's going on, put your fingers in your ears, walk away, fast forward, whatever you need to do. Okay? So, Kiana, Dee, and Jawilla, as we know, are back. Jawilla, this wig is not it. Just saying. And we get introduced to Kiana's children. So, remember last season when her baby daddy took to Twitter and he was really mad and upset to see his baby mama on TV with the dude she cheated on him with? So now her children are going to appear on this season, and they are trying to have a big blended family with his kids and her kids, but baby mama drama is all I'm going to say. Justine wants a big fat 60K Guyanese wedding with all of the five dresses, the traditional henna, the traditional jewelry, a castle venue, and are you guys ready for this? She wants an actual fucking elephant. Yes, an elephant outside of the venue so people could take pictures and they could see, realize what kind of elegance they're about to walk into. First off, elephant poop stinks. Okay? Secondly, guess where these idiots want to have this big fat Guyanese wedding? Of course, on the East Coast, because that's where all their family is. But they're coming to New York. I laughed so fucking hard. I said, bitch, you think you're going to get a 60K wedding in New York? Like for anything. Ne- Nevertheless, a big fat Guyanese wedding with a fucking elephant. So, of course, I contacted my wedding planner follower. If you guys follow 90 Days Fiance, she was actually the wedding planner for Stacy and Florian. And she's been the wedding planner for many other reality TV people like Sheena on Vanderpump Rules for her first wedding to Mike Shea. Um, she did Mary's wedding on Sister Wives. I actually have her interview Danielle, the wedding planner, and I'll put the link in the comments just for the heck of it. I spoke with Danielle, the wedding planner, and she laughed as hard as I did. She doesn't even watch Love After Lockup. And she was like, first of all, they won't be able to get a permit for the fucking elephant anywhere in the five boroughs. So if Justine thinks that she's holding this wedding in the Bronx, she's out of her fucking mind. Okay. She will not be able to get a permit for the fucking elephant. And 60K for that kind of wedding in New York. Oh, Danielle got the laugh of her life the other day. So thanks, Mike and Justine, for the comedy. Seriously. What does Mike want to do? Because actually, they are quite entertaining this season. And I'm going to tell you why. Mike wants to invest 100K in a unisex barbershop slash beauty shop. So when celebrities come to Vegas, they could get the ultimate hair experience, like a $250 haircut. Okay. So Justine, when she realizes that her wedding may have to forego because Mike wants to invest in this unisex beauty shop, she storms out of the meeting and calls him a bitch a whole bunch of times. So that was highly fucking amusing. Letitia and Keith are back. We get to see Keith reunite with his family. And now Tish is a paralegal to help others with their legal worries. And she is a amateur gardenist. She has been planting all of her own vegetables. And hey, why the fuck not? Let me tell you, if I had a patch of soil, I would be growing shit. But unfortunately, my landlord has let the backyard go and it looks like a jungle. Bianca and Daniel are no longer together, in case you guys didn't know that. Okay. So we may see Bianca trying on her dream wedding dress in black on the show, but her and Daniel are no longer together. She has a new man. She has moved back home to Florida and she is happy and thriving. Daniel, on the other hand, is on OnlyFans offering to be a boyfriend. Okay, so like I said, if you guys are a part of my membership, please check out my recap of episode one, and episode two will be coming soon. And as for Brooke and JK, they are definitely not together. Okay, so moving on. That sound you hear, that sound you hear is Kevin laughing his ass off in his truck. Want to know why? Because Kurtis got convicted and sentenced for murder yesterday. 35 years in jail. Last year, I don't know if you guys remember this story, Kurtis was involved in an argument with a man over the price of a $35 fucking bike. I mean, we're just talking like a regular two-wheeler bike, nothing serious. You could have got one at the thrift store. I don't remember if Kurtis was selling the bike or he was buying the bike, but there was an argument over the price of the bike, and Kurtis ran over the dude, left him to die, and then took the bike. Fucking douchebag scum of the earth, okay, is to put it lightly. And we always knew that Kurtis was a douchebag, okay? Even though Kevin got so upset that we interviewed Kurtis, if he would have sat down and listened to that interview, he would have seen that Kurtis showed the liar and the douchebag he really was on that interview. Okay. Even when I asked him about that famous punch that knocked him out on national TV, he said, can happen to anyone at any time. He just caught me unexpected considering. We're in front of a camera crew of like 10 people, a director and three producers, security guards, 3 hours away from home at 7:30 a.m. This scene was planned. They kept wanting me to say shit. I didn't want to say and engage in the drama. At the very end, after my truck's loaded and the crew was setting up cameras in my truck, that's when I finally laughed at him and called him small. And he kept yelling childlike insults. So I said he was a third grader mentally, and he snapped. But on the way to the halfway house, producers called and said Kevin was already there, and the plan was for Tiffany to walk past him and get into my truck, and then for me and Kevin to shit talking if we fought and one of us pressed charges. It will fuck the whole day of filming up. Plus, it was my fucking second time filming. I was slipping, but that was Kevin's first fight ever. I have plenty of filmed KOs, but that shit was in my 20s. This guy Kevin is almost 40, and he wasn't mad until the cameras rolled, and and made it seem like acting and Kevin Tiffany's relationship was fake. They never even talked until she got into the halfway house. It was all for money. Well, 35 years. Bye, 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 Kurtis. Fucking douchebag. Some good news. Cam is off parole. And for that, congratulations to Cam. Chevelle is in her third trimester of pregnancy, and she cannot wait. I don't blame her in this heat. And we have a baby watch with Teeny and Rob, and they are going to do a gender reveal August 1st. So tune in for their gender reveal. Ashley, who is pregnant and unfortunately spent her birthday in the hospital. She's apparently really, really nauseous during this pregnancy and can't keep anything down. Her and her man, the baby's father, have broken up. So I wish Ashley nothing but the best, and I wish her nothing but the best with this pregnancy, and I hope everything works out for her. Deontay released the results of DNA test. Baby DJ, he is the father, and this baby is way too cute. Okay, I want to squeeze those cheeks. And Deontay, daddy duty, and I'm just loving to see it. And now that she has finally given birth, it could be a hot girl summer for Addie. Okay, go out there, have a couple of drinks, but responsibly, because you're a mommy now. You can have a hot girl summer and still be a mommy at the same time. Just saying, you just got to find a balance. So, Heather, I'm going to give you guys a really brief Heather, Dylan, Marissa update. Okay. Heather posted this to her story the other day. A year ago, she was being held in a tent while pregnant, and Xavier used to have to wheel her to the restroom. A year later, she got her apartment back, working two jobs. Um, I've been seeing less of Heather on the streets, when she was homeless and doing her stories and stuff and being homeless on the streets. She hasn't been, online as much. I guess working two jobs, you're like really busy and you don't have that much time to be online. She visits her son, and this is the one and only time I'm ever going to put a picture of her son up. This is baby Weston. He's 18 months, 19 months old now. Heather spent her whole pregnancy with him, sleeping in a fucking tent, okay, in the middle of the winter. But anyway, but I'm not saying that Heather has miraculously gotten her life together. Okay, and she's okay now. First of all, she is still posting crap like this, and she still does not have custody of her children, and I'm sure that's for a very, very good reason. Now, Marissa, remember Marissa? I covered this in my last video. She posted all of her exes to TikTok just for the fuck of it, and Dylan was one of them. Well, apparently, and this is thanks to Peace and Happiness on Instagram, Dylan is in rehab. This is a text conversation between Marissa and someone named Mike. This Mike person texts Marissa to ask about Dylan, and apparently he must be some type of modeling agent or something, because Marissa, um, she's like, "Oh, do you have any jobs, any photo shoots coming up?" And she basically says that he's in the ward which I'm assuming is the psych ward, and he's in rehab because he got high. So I'm assuming from all the psychedelic drugs that Dylan, likes to abuse, he probably had a psychotic break. I mean, I don't know all of this. Marissa could be lying, all we know, but Dylan hasn't been around. Okay. His social media has been silent. Marissa, on the other hand, is making out with some dude on a yacht, living her fucking best life without a care in the world. Now, Joey, who was recently arrested on felony bur- burglary charges, was bonded out, I assume by Kimberly, and was spotted in the background of her TikTok live. She avoided all questions about his arrest. Haley is moving into her new house. Congratulations. And yes, I know how it is to have a kitty in your life forever. So, just a couple of miscellaneous updates before I let you guys go. Kaylee has hips for days. Key Rock and Brittany, and Renika. I want to thank all of my subscribers. I've reached 12K. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate all your comments, your feedback, and please just double check that you are subscribed because YouTube likes to fucking play games. So that is basically it. Thank you everybody for watching me. Like, comment, share my video with a friend or 10. Please consider joining my membership and check out my shop. I have some pretty cool merch. Thank you. See you next time, everybody. Bye.